Hello, YouTube. This is an alcohol review of Duke Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey. Can't see much because of the silver onto the cream background. Yes, people, when you make your labels, think hard to read. According to the label, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, blended whiskey, USA, barrel aged, minimum 5 years. State of Kentucky, bottled in 2022. Original recipe in 1962. Keep that in mind, that's important for later. Founder, John Wayne. Founder and blender, some other dude, CVR. 44% alcohol by volume, 750 ml bottle. The back explains a lot. It says here about John Wayne, the actor. Endured as an American legend, dedicated craftsman, and a patriot. All easy to say, none easy to disprove. Then it says Duke Bourbon, keep that in mind, is crafted utilizing John Wayne's love of a bold, smooth, full-bodied bourbon from a recipe that until now was unknown. Created from handwritten notes and bottled preserved for over 40 years in the family archives. Duke is distilled in Kentucky the old-fashioned way, incorporating the highest quality ingredients aged in charred new American oak barrels. Got that? What we have here is John Wayne apparently liked his bourbon, had a family recipe. Family recipe is old, only written down in small notes. Fine. Well, cool. We proudly present an American bourbon that embodies John Wayne's dedication to craftsmanship and quality. Not the same bourbon. It implies the same bourbon. We proudly present an American bourbon that embodies John Wayne. So just got done talking all about John Wayne and his patriotism and his love for this particular bourbon, with secret recipe and notes cast down from family from who knows how long. He said 40 years. Yeah, in the family archives. All that. Cool as can be. The bourbon in here embodies the dedication. So nothing even close. Keep that in mind. It's easy to lose things in wording. When you listen to the news nowadays, and I know this is going to be a lecture, which I know you guys really don't want, but still, when you listen to the news, listen carefully. They had this one woman up on trial for what was being said in some limousine in some politician's car. And if you listen carefully, she speaks as if she was in the vehicle, when really she was quoting and trying to remember what somebody else said who's on the telephone with a person in the vehicle in the car with that politician. So keep that in mind. Now, back to what we are here for, bourbon. So we have a nice band across the top, beautiful wooden cork. Wow, and not only is it a full cork, it is marked. Snazzy. There's a shrink wrap on top of this, so adds to more quality control. So quality control and well, packaging right there is top notch. There we go. Love that sound. Alrighty. Boink. Now, this is Kentucky straight bourbon, so I believe for it to be marketed as Kentucky straight means there can't be any added colorings and such to it. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but it would be the first time. So this is what it looks like through and through, according to that theory. So what we have is a nice caramel, but with heavy hints of yellow all through it. So there. Give it a swirl. Not too bad. Fruity. Very fruity. Has the classic bourbon scent that you would always find, but very fruity. A little bit of a bite. Just wants to nibble on you. Nothing too offensive. 5-year aged. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. You know. But yeah, very fruity. The spices they get into it, a lot of vanilla. You used to get a lot of stone fruit out of certain whiskeys, certain bourbons, but haven't in a while, and that includes this. No stone fruit. So yeah, pleasant, light, very light. Did I mention that? Said he said he wanted a heartier something. Love of bold, smooth, full-bodied. Well, I guess everyone's opinion, but it's on the light side for me. Okay. That's a twist on two worlds. It is actually quite a shock. There's a lot of burn, a lot of bite onto it, a lot of very nasty chemical flavors that come through, and it's all competing with this wonderful fruit notes and wonderful vanilla and other spices. It's sort of like smashing their heads together, all in one glass. It is interesting. I'm hoping, beyond hope, that the chemically taste, the ethanol and everything else fades out fast, because your palate adjusts quite well to these things. But I'm hoping that will adjust and that will fade out, leaving you with these. Like I said, there's a great fruit note and vanilla notes, all the things that you really want to get out of your bourbon. But boy, it's competing hard with nasty stuff. It's, like I said, but unfortunately both flavors are starting to drop at the same rate. They hit you hard at the same rate, they drop at the same rate. So all those good flavors are dying as fast as the other ones. So I'm not quite sure what to expect when you get towards the bottom of your dram. It does have a stronger mouthfeel. There we go. Now it's starting to settle down. The biting is going away naturally. Burn, wasn't really a whole lot of burn to begin with, and that's about completely faded out. The chemical taste is fading out as fast as the fruit notes, but none of it is overly powering. And the nose is light. The mouthfeel is more medium than light. I'm giving it to be a nice, say, fall or spring, maybe early summer, late summer type. It doesn't have enough body to roam through the cold of a winter, but it's not light enough to be good on the palate in the hot summers. So yeah, this is a nice spring, fall type level, but it just is really competing with the ethanol flavors of the alcohol. And I'm not sure what else is in here, but what else is coming out. It's just the good flavors are really being hit hard with the not so good flavors. And the two are equally competing for your attention. So it depends on where you lean. Depends on whether this is fantastic because of all those wonderful fruit notes, or whether or not this is a pass because of all the chemical flavor out of it. I would have to say that this would probably be a very good cocktail bourbon. Now, what caught my eye originally, besides the fact that it's John Wayne, is the fact that the local booze store had it up for, at this date and time, and blah, 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 middle of the empire where you can't get much, that it was about $30 plus, and then it was on sale for $10. Now, if this started as a $10 whiskey, I would say, yeah, yes, definitely. It needs to age longer. It needs more attention. Somewhere the small child got left behind and is now trying to catch up, and it's almost too late for this poor kid. Because it didn't start at 10. It started off at $30 plus dollars. Means that there's a lot of hope for the name, John Wayne, which I get that. I worked in advertising for a long time. I get that. But it didn't carry it along far enough. And then they're trying to get off their shelves for something else to come in, dropping it to $10. This is like one of the last two bottles that they have there that I saw. And I see why. It has a good name, but I hate to say it, that's about as far as I'll give it. I love the fruit notes. I love the vanilla highlights into it. I love all those little other spices that you get, but there's so much of the chemical and the ethanol that just want your attention as well. That it balances out, not by really balancing. It's more like two sides punching each other in the face at the same time. It's not really a balance. It's more of a fist fight between equal players. Give it a try. See what you think. I could be way off on this. This is clearly up to the beholder. This is legendary Duke Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, distilled and blended in Kentucky, US of A. Any comments about this particular product, please put down below. We warmly accept it as always. Still cannot see that damn writing. Guys, think. You want it to stand on a shelf, but you don't want it to muddy it. Anyway, so comments down below. Warmly accept it as always, or better yet, go out, buy it, try it. I could be completely wrong on this. Maybe for you this is a sipping whiskey. I think this is a total and complete cocktail whiskey. Dying to have its flavors just muddied and gone and can't tell, with so much of other things added to it. But that's my humble opinion. Try it. Let the rest of us in the YouTube Spirits community know your thoughts on this. Like I said, I could be completely wrong on this, and this could be the best of ever. Let me know. Let the rest of the YouTube people out there know. Dying to find out. And until next time, keep on drinking.